Hey everyone, it's Norm Farrar, aka the Beard Guy here, and welcome to another Lunch with Norm, the Amazon FBA and e-commerce podcast.
Lunch with Norm. Lunch with Norm. Lunch with
All right, I think Kelsey's a little slow on the trigger today. I almost went into awkward stage or fetal position stage, but he got to the music. All right, today's show is going to be pretty good. Like I mentioned on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about something very cool. Amazon ad strategies for 2022 and how to get the most out of every dollar you spend on PPC. Our guest today is the CEO of Profit Whales. He is an advertising and marketing expert obsessed with increasing profits for 7 and 9 figure brands on Amazon. He's also a speaker at many e-commerce events and conferences where he shares practical advice on Amazon advertising and marketing strategies. Our guest today is Vitalii Khyzniak. So can't wait to talk to him. But first, let's get a quick word from our sponsor. I wanted to give a quick shout out and say thank you to Global Wired Advisors for sponsoring this episode of Lunch with Norm. Global Wired Advisors is a leading digital investment bank focused on optimizing the business sales process. For more information, please call Chris Schifferling and his team over at globalwiredadvisors.com. There we go. All right. Now, Kelsey, where the heck are you? Squire.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Happy Friday. How's everyone doing? Welcome, Simon. Happy Friday, Beardos. Yes, that's right. It's good to see everyone. Does anyone have any plans? Let us know in the comments. Also, smash those like buttons. Give us those thumbs up. I did realize that we are having some issues connecting to the Facebook group right now, but I'm working on it. We're going to see if we can refresh it and get that going, but you should still be able to watch it on the Facebook page and YouTube and LinkedIn. So I think we'll be good. But all right, how's everyone doing? If you're new to the show, we go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern time.
This not is a usually great on time.
Not usually on time, usually at least 4 minutes late. It's our specialty. But when you come on, you can ask your questions in the comments. We do kind of host like a Q&A session with our guests afterwards with the second half of the podcast. So if you have any questions about Amazon ads going into 2022, get your questions in. The earlier, the better. When it gets to the end, there might be times when you have to leave. So get those questions in if you have them. And yeah, it should be good to go. Is it Freddie Mercury? Yes, this is day 19 for the mustache for Movember. So I think I'll take Freddie Mercury. I'll take that.
I was going to say Ron Jeremy, but okay. All right. So if you have any questions, throw them over into the comments section and we'll try to get to them. Other than that, sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, and enjoy the episode. Welcome, Vitalii.
Hello, Norm. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Kelsey. Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Hey, no problem at all. So for those of us who may not know you, can you just give just a brief bio, who you are, what you do?
Yeah, I guess you have mentioned every single thing above. My name is Vitalii Khyzniak. I'm the CEO at Profit Whales. We are working like as the full service marketing agency, and I'm like excited, to share the feedbacks that we got from the 7-9 figures. And I'm like spending time working with these big brands and growing our team. So yeah.
Well, it'd be interesting. One of the first things I want to get to actually, what do you see differently with small brands compared to the large brands that you're working to? Different mindset, different, what do you see?
Yeah, it's a really good question because if you, for example, ask me this question 1 year ago, I will tell you like they have so different strategies to launch. Big brands, they have this understanding with the community, with the way of like how to, if you have a good product right now inside your Amazon, having to launch new one and get like a quick reviews and like grow and scale your brand. But now I guess we have two different generations inside the Amazon. we have the new and small Amazon sellers who right now on the beginning build the brands. I mean, like on Amazon and out of the Amazon. They came with the community. They came with their good social media, for example, or websites, with some audience out of the Amazon that help them to grow in a really good way. And sometimes they could create a really good competition for big brands. And of course, like, don't forget about the big brands, guys, because they have enough investments, enough resources to remake their stores, to change their strategy, to be involved in the case of different marketing budgets. I mean, so the main difference right now is that, of course, the different mindset on what is like your long-term ideas. Yeah, what exactly you want to cover. Are you the brand only for the Amazon, or are you the brand for the people that want to purchase you or want to find you out of it? So yeah, right now we have two different strategies and two different approaches. And I guess right now it's one of the main difference in these generations of the Amazon sellers.
Yeah, for the last year and a half, we've really noticed the difference where Amazon is more welcoming to bigger brands. Amazon was, and it still is, an area where you could go in with no brand whatsoever, a micro brand, and you can become very successful. But I think one of the things that's really changing right now is the hobbyist who came on to Amazon, kind of, getting a bit extra money, realizes that they can really make this their business. But with that being said, they've got to treat it like a business.
And it's I guess it's also important to understand that previously we got only the Amazon sellers. I mean, like only Amazon sellers. And right now Amazon speak to us and like they say, hey guys, we don't want to work with the Amazon sellers. We want to work with the Amazon brands, like try to build something more than just selling the specific product. Or if you have like one, what about like launching another? Or if you have only the advertising on Amazon, hey guys, just use the Amazon attribution. Try to engage, your audience out of the Amazon, and like to show us that you want to build something bigger. So I guess that is a really cool things for us to understand and to implement during the next year. So a lot of people start, for example, thinking about the brand book for them, because it's like it's that could be weird, but come on, it's sometimes complicated when people see you on Amazon, check your website, check your YouTube or Instagram and social media, and they see like a different brands, and it's like, is it true? Is it okay? Should I still follow them or buy them? Like you should provide a trust not only on Amazon, with the help of the reviews, but also and out of the Amazon with all the creatives and visuals. So
Yeah, we preach that a lot. Consistency. With brand, you've got to be consistent right across the board. So how do you, when you see a brand, when you see somebody trying to build a micro brand, okay, and you see the regular seller, how does PPC, like, does it affect PPC? Does it make it easier to sell? Is it less expensive? Like, how does that affect PPC?
Of course. I mean, like, if we're speaking, for example, on the big brands, for them, PPC could be like cheaper than for the small brands who, for example, right now fighting for their position. But not all big brands using that. For example, we have such a important tool as the brand analytics. If you will check that, like the conversion rate, conversion share, click share, and based on these results around your market, you could decide like why Amazon provided with the top positions, and should you have these highest bid when you're fighting for these positions. You could go down, and Amazon still will provide you with all this traffic. You will not lose your sales, but on based on like the main keywords, you will be lower than your nearest competitors. And these change could be like a huge, for example, you will have a 50 cents per click or around like 75, and your competitors will be fighting for this position on the second place, and their bids will be around like $2 or like $3. It's like in 2-3 times higher than yours. So and what we have mentioned is that now the semantic core, for example, like your relevancy, your amount of keywords is one of the most powerful things where you could influence your pricing, your bids, your profitability of your PPC campaigns. So for the small sellers, they have some of them right now. They use a really good strategies like launching enough negatives, for example, for showing Amazon where they are irrelevant and they don't want to get this traffic on the beginning. They use the long-term strategies, to grab some sales where the top competitors don't want to fight. They say hey, one sale is like nothing for me, but for them it's huge right now because they understand the unit economy during these 14 days and they want to increase amount of sales. And most of the sales, like the small brands, for example, you should need just to move slowly but truly. You should collect more and more relevant keywords, focusing on them. Do not fight for the top positions. No need to overspend. Your main idea right now is to catch the best traffic that you could do. Try to find the traffic that you could convert, and you will have a chance to compete.
Okay, one of the things I want to get to, because I always forget, there's a giveaway today. What is the giveaway, Vitalii?
We will have a really good, I guess, thing for a lot of people in the case of the profit whales. We will provide a 5 free strategies that we will build for specific brands. We will do the deep audit for these brands and provide you with the strategy on and out of the Amazon. How to grow all these things.
Perfect. So that's hashtag Wheel of Kelsey, tag 2 people, you get an extra entry, and Tony Cigar. If you win, you've got to give it away. You've won too many. So anyways, just putting that out there. When we talk about brand, and I'm going back to the building up of your micro brand. Now, there's different trends that are happening, and one of them that I'm seeing, so bear with me, this is kind of a long-winded question, but we're looking at brand defense going into Q4, going into 2022. But brand defense, and we can explain brand defense in a second, but it's getting so bloody expensive. In your eyes, is brand defense worth it still?
It's a really good question because I will tell you based on what positions. Because sometimes what does it mean for us to defend the brand? For the top players, of course, that need it to be done, because when you have a bestseller tag and a lot of people will fight for this tag and they will push you. Of course, you should save your sales. Sometimes you will overspend on them, and these things will cost you money, but in the case of the profit, that will be okay. But when you're the small brand and you start getting some good brand search terms, I guess a lot of people will not catch it. Some people don't want to add a lot of different keywords, and that could be the point. But right now, the most important thing is to collect your audience. I mean, I guess all things will start it earlier when we have, for example, a chance to build a remarketing campaigns on Amazon. And these remarketing campaigns for micro brands, for example, that also could be a DSP campaigns where that will help you to collect a traffic and, for example, to be engaged with them during some period of time. So here will be not a question will somebody steal your traffic from your listing? You will have a chance to collect your audience and then convert it. So right now, I guess one of the defense strategies that you should use and implement inside your Amazon should be absolutely remarketing, and remarketing on and out of the Amazon.
Okay, very good. So just in case there's some listeners that don't know about brand defense, it's really building up the keywords that have your brand name in it. So when you own that, and sometimes it gets expensive. I've got clients where knives and pet food, it's so bloody expensive per click. But at the same time, people aren't seeing your competitors. So when they come to your site, they get to see you rather than your competitors. But your competitors do a good job of driving that up. They know how valuable that space is. Do you do anything to work with PPC? Like you were talking about remarketing. Well, can you come up with a remarketing campaign that could go in conjunction with Amazon Posts or Amazon Live. Have you ever kind of worked those three things together?
Exactly like together, all the things we have never connected. I don't know why, but a lot of people, they sometimes they have a bad experience and it's like difficult to catch them and like to start pushing on them, like how all the things will work. But we have another right now idea was the what things should be connected. For example, inside the profit wheels, we connect for some of the brands their Amazon store, their Amazon PPC, Amazon DSP, a website, different socials as the Facebook, Pinterest, and Google Ads. So all the things is connected. I mean, they should be connected based on the analytics, for example, because now Amazon is one of the best platforms that could provide you with the amazing insights in the case of your audience, your segments, the people hobbies or anything else. We grab this statistic from the DSP, and after that we implement it on Google Ads for the display network. We implement it for Facebook, for Instagram, for Pinterest, because we absolutely understand for whom we are looking for. Because if these people buy on Amazon and we use the Amazon attribution links for finding them out of the Amazon, it's extremely important thing right now to use. And these things working really good. So sometimes we also added the OTT, DSP, and Amazon PPC. I guess it's like main three core things that we like try to connect all together, and we see how important they are right now. And I guess that will be absolutely the trend for 2022.
Okay, so since you mentioned trends for 2022, are there any other trends that you're seeing happening right now, things that sellers should be looking at going into the new year?
Yeah, of course. I think you have seen that. I mean, the 2021 is so crazy year in the case of the Amazon updates inside the advertising. They spent a lot of time working exactly with these tools, this direction, and I guess they will keep going on that. So is one of the most important trends is like the external traffic and the Amazon attribution. You should like catch the things, because such platforms, for example, as the Pinterest, they right now working on engaging people to their platforms with the paid ads. Yeah. For example, Meta also make a lot of changes for like dividing Instagram for business, Meta for business, or like Facebook for business. Yeah. So they divided that, and these platforms will start working on engaging you and you people. So now you will see how like these big companies, they fighting for like diversity, because a lot of people spending a lot of money on Amazon, and they just want to get the piece of this pie too. And you will see how they will start building all this analytics around. You will see like how the Amazon attribution will provide us with more data. You will see that external traffic will be more profitable for you or reasonable for you. You will see how that could influence your organic results. And I guess that will be the main trends for the 2022.
All right. So if you like what you're hearing here and like the information that Vitalii is providing, make sure you like the program or subscribe or do whatever Kelsey, the younger generation tells you to do on social media. The other thing is, if you have questions or comments, like, do you have horror stories about PPC, or is there something that you want to ask Vitalii? He's here. Make sure you ask him. There's no silly questions, but they're all important. And if you don't know something that's happening right now, or how to handle a budget or set it up, make sure you ask, because that could be a costly mistake. Okay, so let's talk about setting up some of your advertising or your Amazon PPC campaigns going into Q4 or 2022. What are you doing in like now for Q4, and what are you going to revise going into the new year? So what are you heavy into right now? what would you change the week after Christmas?
Right now, for example, inside the profit wheels, we just say all our clients just to buy tickets for their vacation. That will be after the Q4 because now it's time just to sit down and to check how everything is working. Because unfortunately, you do not have a chance to influence the situation with your inventory. It's like too late to do that. It's difficult to do anything in the case of the like the advertising things for the ranking because all things should be done around like the Q3,
Yeah.
you should just finish all this stuff. So we right now like create a strategies and plans for the next year. Right now we're just waiting for the all analytics that we should have, and we just so excited for the next Friday, for example, to see how the Black Friday will perform. So we just waiting and keep eye on control in the case of the main situation inside the account. And by the end of, for example, 21st, we will like decrease the beats because we will see a lot of traffic. Yeah, and it's like that could be irrelevant traffic for most of the Amazon sellers that we absolutely recommend to do after the Christmas, because people will start searching but do not buy in. It's like will be a pause for a few weeks and then they will come back around January for buying more and more. We will see like a new spike here. But what do we recommend for the most Amazon sellers? It's like to check exactly what their competitors do, what an ideas or what the updates they have done with their prices, coupons, creatives, and all this stuff. Because now you have a chance to like create all the updates or like to find some tricks and hacks that you could implement next year. So for you, it's like a time to think and to see how everything is performing and to prepare your brands for the next year. So yeah.
What's the most cost-effective campaign that you're seeing right now? Cost-effective, maybe the best return.
DSP. I guess like the DSP campaigns, we really love them. I mean that after the this year we spent a lot of time with the Amazon team working on different things, and one of them was the DSP, and they are really amazing in the case of how they could build a remarketing, how they could affect and grab sales from your competitors. For example, people add your competitors' product to the cart but do not purchase, or they search for the products, not your listings but their like your competitors, and do not purchase around like 30 days, and you have a chance to be targeted on them. They provide a really good ROAS, and a lot of our Amazon sellers and clients, they spend around half of their budgets of the Amazon PPC that they have. It's huge. I mean that for a lot of sellers, it's like it's a really good budget, and we see the impact from them because you use the external traffic that Amazon loves. You use their tools that they could convert. They could see how everything is working, and yeah, one of the best tools, I guess, right now.
For a person who's selling on Amazon, where does DSP come into it? Like how many sales should you have? I know agencies have you don't have to pay $30,000, but different agencies have a different price point. Whereabouts is that price point, and how many sales would you recommend that revenue? Sorry, how much revenue is generated each month before you even consider DSP?
It's a really good question because right now, for example, we test DSP for launching products. Yeah, that could be like what they use the DSP for launching products. I thought that only bestsellers should go there.
Yeah.
That also could be the opportunity for you to do. But you should have a really good agency or like partner who will go through the advertising, for example, and provide you with an ideas where you could compete or where you should grab your results. Yeah, so because we don't have any specific, for example, recommendation like you should do and take a per month for this exactly product, and that should be a minimum for you to get started a DSP. No, the main question for you will be a like price of this question. Yeah, because some agencies will just charge for the setup, some agencies will charge also for the management, and that could be like complicated for you to get started. That could be like high point to invest. But we recommend to do DSP as the long-term project, like not for the 1 month or 2 months. That could be like a strategy for the next year. And if you want to invest, for example, a 2K per month, that also could be okay. For a few products, you will have a chance to launch, to see. You will have a really good ROAS on the beginning. That could be around, like, in average, around 2 during the first month, and then you could go up to like 4, 6. I guess that could be so if you have a good products and you're working on these products with the Amazon PPC.
Okay, so if you're a seller and you want to take care of your own PPC and you're doing manual campaigns, can you go out, or would you recommend you go out to an agency like yours or whoever and use DSP separately so they can continue to have control on their account, and they only want to go out and use DSP through an agency?
Yeah, why not? Why not? I guess it's like another tool, and the main thing here is like the communication. You and this agency. This agency should provide you with some feedbacks, insights, with the good monthly report. They don't have a really good weekly report, because if you have a data delay inside the Amazon PPC around 2 weeks, and sometimes it's like horrible, to get all the things. For a DSP, you provide a monthly report. But why you should be integrated, and you should have a good communication, because based on these insights, you will have a chance to perform some optimization for your PPC campaigns. According to performance of your PPC campaigns and like checking where your competitors working or grabbing your sales, you will have a chance to set up your DSP campaigns much better. So it's like, two point of views, because the agency will need some updates from your PPC site, and you will need the updates from the DSP site. So it's like things that could be separate. Why not? If you do a really good PPC updates.
Okay, great. Now I wasn't going to go down this rabbit hole, but I think it's important that we talk a bit more about DSP. Some people don't know what it is. Some people know what it is, but they really don't understand it. Why don't we talk about it? What is DSP?
DSP is like one of the tools of the Amazon. The name of it is Demand Side Platform. It's the one of the tools that allow you to show ads on Amazon and out of the Amazon on the Amazon partners websites, as the Twitch and all other
What kind of
things.
partners are we talking about?
It's a lot. It's a huge list of the different partners and a huge list of the websites that Amazon partners with. It's like something the same in the case of the Google network. Maybe you know something about that. Google includes a lot of different websites that they're like partners, and allow Google to show ads, of the people who want to start a Google ads, for example. The same picture we have with the Amazon. They're working on that. They increase a lot and working a lot with the traffic, with the like engaging and inviting more and more websites here. And one of them is like Twitch, the Amazon, like one of the top websites, I guess, who provide a really good traffic and statistic here. So Amazon DSP will allow you to launch ads on all the things and to test, to find your best audience and to see how everything is working. And of course, remarketing campaigns, as I have mentioned above.
Okay. How easy is it to set up?
Not easy. That's why a lot of people, one of the most complicated questions here is like how to do that, because Amazon not allow all people to go to the DSP. You should have an agency who will send a request to Amazon. Amazon will check your account and then send you an approval. Like, will you allow it to do or not? And unfortunately, like in the most of the reasons, you will not have your own like account inside the DSP. You will not have a chance like personally access to that. You will just get a report, and some agencies will do all these setups and things. So that is one of the most complicated stuff right now.
Okay, so why don't we cut off right now? I'm just getting used to this. We're going to have a quick word from our sponsor. Thank you, Sellerize, for sponsoring this episode of Lunch with Norm. Sellerize is your comprehensive solution for your everyday business needs. Everything you need to grow and scale your Amazon business is just one click away. For more information, contact Dima and his team over at Sellerize.com. And remember, Sellerize is with one R. And we're back live. Okay. So we we were talking a little bit earlier, not so much about DSP, but I'm kind of interested in this brand matrix. How do you create a brand matrix?
Yeah, we connect. I guess right now a lot of people want to know like how to do that because we have brand metrics on Amazon, we have a brand metrics out of the Amazon, and we try to connect all the things, all these dots into one like analytics. Because brand metrics, it could be a search volume around your brand keywords. It's like could be one of them. It could be your performance and your sales share inside your niche specifically, like to see how good you are performing, and of course your search term out of the Amazon, how people like want to find you. What about traffic around your website? What about the engagement inside your social media? So all the things should be connected. I mean, like you should try to follow them and to see how you could influence, them with the different paid ads, maybe influencers or anything else like the any other paid activities that you could launch. So we built a report that connect a different brand metrics from the different platform, and we want like to see them on one sheet. And then lower of that, we try to see and figure it out what activities have we launched and what is like the performance, because sometimes that is, you could see how like the combinations of things, and you could see how the Facebook could push your Amazon things. Amazon I mean like keywords, for example, rank some of them or anything else. So yeah, we connect that in this way.
Okay, and I guess that's important for all brands, and all brands are going to be different. There's no formula, oh, do so much on this site, do so much on that site, drive this much external traffic. Everybody's product category or niche is going to be completely different, and it really is up to every seller, if they don't have an agency, to go out and experiment and to track this, because you could be blowing a lot of money, correct?
Yeah, exactly. It's too complicated just to see and follow the brand metrics. I mean, you should first of all grow before checking your brand metrics. You should just feel that people want to buy your products around your search terms, like your brand name search terms. That could be, one of the rings that will show you like, okay, you grow enough right now. People understand you. You have built a brand identity here, and you should invest there. Yeah, here will be one of the key points right now is like the PR activities. You will start working more with some articles, with some I don't know, like newspapers or anything else, for like engage people more and more to show that you will be in this you was in this magazine. Yeah, and that is like one of the cool things. So yeah.
Okay, and also you mentioned growth. So, in your experience, if you're launching a product now, or we're deep into, well, we're getting its fourth quarter, what are some things that people can do or brands do if they're launching right now?
Mhm. What we do recommend right now for the some of our clients that do that. First of all, be sure that you are launching this product for some specific audience. I mean that you have done an analysis. Maybe you have done some giveaways in Instagram, for example. You have like already got some feedback from the market about your products. You like before like launching products on Amazon, you spend some time on launching that out of it to get some feedback or to see how everything is working, because it's really important for you maybe to do that now and to see how if it's your first experience. I guess that will be an important note. But if you had already done the product launch and you want like to do that now, of course you will see a lot of like traffic in the Q4, and maybe you will get some of it, because the traffic will just increase in a 5, like 7, maybe 10 times in around different niches, and you will have a chance to be also like a part of it. And of course, you right now should be prepared for making a really good creatives. You could be prepared for these like Christmas creatives, like to be unique here. If you have a chance, like I don't know, to add something with the Christmas, something with the Black Friday promotions or anything else. So it's up to you. I mean, try right now, you will not lose nothing. And right now, you should have enough space to make some different tests and to see what is working good or not. But be sure that Amazon is the long-term trip, yeah, and it's your first Q4 and first amount of traffic. Do not invest a lot into the PPC. I guess that will be the point. It's not like set up a huge beats or huge budgets. You will just lose them. So
Right.
now try to catch the organic results. Try to work with your creatives and try to test PPC like with the low beats and just to see how all the things working.
Okay, great. Right now, what is your favorite or what is your favorite type of campaign on sponsored ads?
I guess the sponsored products, they are the best here because I see after the last updates with the Amazon, when we like no super URLs or anything else like many chats or anything else will not work. Yeah, and it's not a something good that you could launch or promote your products. And we come back into the from something that we have started as the semantic core, as your fundamentals. I think it's so important, and you should really invest here because it's that will be a type of of the car that you would like to choose. If you right now will do you would like to create a car by your own. Okay, you have like all instructions in the internet and the YouTube. You could do that, but we recommend to check your budgets, to check your strategy during the next year and see where exactly you could invest, what exactly you need from the semantic core, because now that will be only one and the trustful way from the Amazon to be ranked with the organic results, to be ranked with the PPC stuff, and compete with your competitors. So yeah, semantic is one of the like ongoing process, and you should start your journey correctly with them, and every time keep an eye how everything's working based on your position.
Okay, so you just mentioned two or not two step, but super URLs. I get the question almost weekly. What super URL should I use? What super URL is working? What are your thoughts on super URLs?
Um, I never like we started our journey from the Google ads, and we like grabbed some experience from Google and put that on Amazon, and that's why we have these like crazy semantic cores that help us to rank a lot of products, keywords, and help products to compete with their competitors, not based on the budgets. Like I will put higher based on the relevancy and conversion rates. And for me, the super URLs, that was like one of the hacks and tricks that you could use, but it's not fair according to the Amazon algorithms, and of course that was question of time when Amazon will check that, when Amazon will post that, and will, I don't know, like ban a lot of accounts. That was. And now all people will come back into this understanding like how to do PPC correctly. Like maybe I have some tricks, to boost my products. No, just play fair here, and just understand the rules of this game. Just understand what Amazon exactly wants to get from your site. Try to check the analytics. Try to understand these numbers and see where exactly you could invest, push, and like grow your business.
Okay, a bit more advanced question, but I'm listening to you talk about DSP, and I don't know the answer to this, but can you use the attribution link to drive? Is it considered external traffic using DSP because it's on a network? And can you get that discount?
No, unfortunately, you do not,
Ah,
because that was a really a good thing to get, but no, I guess you will get more with the DSP, not like this 10% discount.
okay. I was wondering,
Yeah, that was really good part. Yeah, I like that.
All right. So, Kels, I think we got a few questions, and please, everybody, put in more questions or comments. We'd love to hear, anything that you're experiencing going into fourth quarter or what you're going to be doing differently in 2022.
All right. So our first question is from Oleg. Hello, Norman. Vitalii, how do you consider how to split the PPC budget between the platforms? Which metrics do you take into account?
Yeah, it's a really good question from the Alec. I would recommend you for first of all to understand where is your audience, like who is your audience, and to understand the analytics, like who you want to be targeted on. Because we got a lot of requests from the Amazon sellers, like, hey, I would like to be on the TikTok, and like, sorry, but the for the TikTok, it's not like the best product, that could work, and the humidifiers, it's maybe not the best thing to get started. People like will not buy it. Like, no, 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 you don't understand. Could we do that? And that was like one of the examples. Yeah, first of all, understand where it could be your audience based on these like socials feedback. You have a lot of statistics about the Instagram, who is their audience, who is like pay for or like buying products like typically, and just to compare, just to be sure. And after that, you will see that you could perform some tests during the months, not like for the all platforms. Like, try to choose two, for example, that you would like to test during a first 2 months, and after that, like, try to another do two. But you don't have a lot. You will have a Google with the YouTube, you will have a Twitter, maybe it's also like one of the platforms that you could try, and of course the Facebook, Instagram, and the Pinterest. So I would recommend to get started right now with the Pinterest. You will see really good feedback from this platform.
All right, great. Stash, any more questions?
So the next one is from Sergey. So you were saying that now it makes no sense to create top of search campaigns, for example. What if I want to improve rankings for some keywords exactly now? How can I do it then?
Yeah. It's a good ranking question from the Sergey, and I think here you should understand like how the Amazon algorithms working, because you should be ranked not only on like the top keywords, for example, 5 keywords, and that's all. Just keep positions on them. No, right now, your unit economy really influenced this position, and in fact, your unit economy will help you all other keywords like the long tail, mid volume keywords, because top search keywords is like the main keywords that then created all other, I mean like all other mid volume and long term keywords, and you should like keep position on them too for increasing amounts of the general sales around these keywords, and you will be ranked by the top keywords also, because you will influence the general listing conversion rates, and you will influence as the organically and as PPC. So if you will have a chance to move all the things into one and right way, you will see how all the things ranked correctly.
What is unit economy?
Yeah, unit economy, it's like one of the algorithms inside the Amazon. Every time around each niche, each products, like around your competitors, track you and your performance during the 14 or 28 days, like every time. And they compare you to your nearest competitors based on the amount of general sales. If you will be higher than your competitors, you will be in the top position. If you will not, you will lose this position. And they compare amount of sales, then they will gradate you with the conversion rates higher, for example, and according to that, you will have a chance to make your PPC lower. If Amazon will see that you're growing really good and you get a top position, you will go down with your ad spend, for example, and you will see how you like working better, like cheaper in the case of your ACOS, for example, or MACOS.
Okay. All right, Kels.
All right. I just want to do a little shout out here. Just remember, please, if you're finding this interesting, if you're enjoying today's show, give us those thumbs up. Let us know that you're loving the content. Also,
was that what I was supposed to say before and I messed up?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
But anyways, we do have our giveaway contest. So if you're interested in a deep audit and consultation with Profit Whales, just put in the comments #Wheel of Kelsey, and you'll be automatically entered into today's contest. If you tag 2 people, you'll be entered an extra entry as well. Our next question is from Jessica. How have ad trends in terms of content changed over the past 2 years? Do you see these trends continuing or morphing into something else? PPC, pitfalls to measure, correct or avoid, how to know?
Yeah, I guess like Jessica, right now a lot of changes inside the PPC over like 2 years, like 2 past years, and one of the main things is that you should be a brand. Yes, I have mentioned you should use absolutely all the campaigns types around the Amazon, because a lot of people just miss it. I don't know why. They just say, okay, sponsored display do not work for me correctly. No, I don't want to use all other sponsor brand things. I will do all in the video. Like, come on, guys. Right now we're speaking with you about the conversion share, about the click share. You should do that because Amazon as the algorithm should catch that. They should see how you want to catch it, you want to work with that, and around that is like one of the main things that you should be focusing. First of all, try to be sure that you use a right and correct PPC things inside. I mean, like you use a right keywords, you have enough of them. PPC as the semantic core is the ongoing process. Yeah, you every time adding new relevant, adding new irrelevant things for making and showing Amazon that you are good here. And of course, the creatives, I guess that will be one of the main points. Right now, you should have enough tests around your creative that you use inside the sponsor brands, inside the sponsor display, DSP also. Yeah, so be sure that a lot of people, they are visuals, yeah, and you need to show them exactly how eager they want to buy your product.
All right, and I think we have one more question, or a couple more questions actually. So for Jessica again, launching first product in a brand, what should you know? Are there considerations for adding ads for subsequently added products? Are there separate listings or variations? How does PPC change for each strategy?
Yeah, we recommend to go with the variations because when you go with the separate listings, it's not something that I guess you will come back to this question. If you will go with the separate listings, then you will do the variations because it's much better. For the Amazon, you will have a chance to play with the price. You will have a chance to compete better. You will have a chance to build a defense and attack campaigns. Like, no worries about that. And as I have mentioned, if it's your first product that you want to launch, try to check your audience, the feedback from the market out of the Amazon, like on the beginning. If maybe you have a chance to launch a Instagram quickly and to start working with the micro influencers, if you have a chance, like to get some feedbacks on that, just to see would like people buy from the test Shopify website or not, or like WordPress website, like or landing page, like doesn't matter, just to see how people engage to that. Try to also, what we recommend is you could use a SEMrush. It's like one of the websites that analyze exactly websites, yeah, and you could go through your competitors to check where they get in traffic, why they're getting traffic, maybe to check the Facebook library to see the exactly creatives that they're using for promotion. So you should on the beginning do much more analysis to launch products on Amazon, but this analysis should be out of the Amazon because then you will go there.
All right.
All right, two more from Jessica Rabbit. Differences among Amazon, Walmart, Etsy, boutique retail, chain retail?
I guess the main difference you could check around like these platforms, yeah, because a lot of Amazon sellers, they want to test a Walmart. For I guess most of the people go to Walmart, around 43% according to our statistics. Around 10 go to the Etsy. It's more specific niche for maybe some handmade products, and not all products could like suit this platform. And yeah, the same for the chain and boutique retail. It's like it's up to you. If you are ready to get started and if you have a team and enough time to manage all the things correctly, you could do that.
All right. Last question, Kels?
Actually, I think that's it. I believe that's everything.
All right. Vitalii,
All right.
you have never seen The Wheel of Kelsey.
Yeah, never.
Get ready.
Oh, get ready. Yeah, turn up your speakers. Here we go.
It's time for the Wheel of Kelsey.
Here we go. So Vitaly, was this for one giveaway or was it multiple?
I guess that could be a multiple.
Like, I just wanted to make sure. Usually we just do one giveaway, but I just, yeah.
Okay, let's do as usual. You do. I guess it's your will.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we'll shuffle these up, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. If you are the winner, please email me k@lunchwithnorm.com, and the winner is Steven.
Oh, I thought for sure it was going to be Tony.
That's, I think, the first time in a week that we haven't had Tony win.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe he didn't pay you, Kels. All right.
Yeah,
So
I missed his payment.
that was Steven that won?
Stephen L from YouTube. I believe I have his information. So yeah, I'll connect with Profit Whales and we'll get that over to you, Stephen. Congratulations.
Okay. Vitaly, how do people get a hold of you?
I guess any social media with the Vitalii Khyzniak, that will be the best. And you could use also the profitwhales.com website, contact us. I would be glad to answer all your questions. If you're not the Steven, we'll also will help you. No worries in that.
All right. Fantastic. So thank you so much for coming on the podcast. It was great. Learned a lot. I'm sure everybody else did. And have a great weekend.
Thank you so much. You too, Norm.
All right. Thank you. All right, everybody. So thank you for listening today, being part of the community. To Monday, we've got my old buddy, Wilfred Lightheart, coming on, and we're going to be talking about get your social media ready for Q4 and how to drive some free traffic. Now, before we get to Kelsey and his stash, we have another word from our sponsor. Thank you, Z.co, for sponsoring this episode of Lunch with Norm. Are you looking to take your e-commerce business from local to global? You can with the help of Z and their brand new app. That's right. You can track live shipments with push notifications, get detailed lead times for each stage of your shipment, and store all compliance and VAT reclaim documents in the palm of your hand, all while listening to Lunch with Norm. Ready to expand your e-com empire and take your Amazon FBA business global? Use the link in the description to learn more about Z's new app that's now available on desktop and mobile. That's Z.co, ZEE.co. God, I hate listening to my own voice. Anyway, Kelsey, where are you?
All right. It's not bad. Don't worry about it. I think everyone's got that insecurity. I know I can't listen to myself on this podcast either. But
okay,
right.
What do we got?
Feels like that. Let us know in the comments section. Do you like listening to your own voice?
Oh, that's a big question.
But for the Facebook group, we actually have something really exciting happening. We're announcing our contest that we're doing. This is a monthly contest. We're just trying to get the most out of our community, and we're going to be offering a $50 Visa card every month for our top contributor. That's someone who comments, asking questions, giving advice, liking the content. Basically, our Facebook group gives us a ranking of the top contributor, and every month we're going to be announcing who that is, and they'll be able to get a $50 Visa card. So that's
anywhere
super
in the
exciting.
world.
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere.
Yeah. So
yes, Simon. So I don't want to hear anything about can't get it in the UK.
And that will be in our Facebook group, Lunch with Norm, Amazon FBA, and eCommerce Collective. So go over there, join there. I think there's 3 questions to answer. But other than that, if you enjoyed today's episode with Vitaly, give us those thumbs up, share it out to any friends and family. If you are part of an awesome Amazon or e-commerce Facebook group, go share it over there. That wouldn't hurt. I'm sure they'd appreciate that. And thank you everyone for watching today's episode. We really appreciate you. We got a lot of things coming down the pipeline. And Norm, do you have anything else?
Yeah, I was just wondering, can you highlight Jessica Rabbit's comment there? Just
Which one?
put it up on the screen for a second. I just saw it come through. It's the very last comment.
This one?
Yeah, Jessica, I was just wondering, are you talking about Kelsey's mustache? I was just wondering. I wasn't sure. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. So thank you for tuning in today, and join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for being part of the community. We appreciate it. We couldn't do these podcasts without you. I don't even know if we would. We have to have somebody listening. I mean, just me and Kelsey talking aren't that great, but we do it once in a while. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. And it was awesome having everybody on the podcast listening today.
I'm just gonna let this
you
drag on just a little long, just to get back at you.
Hit the music there. Okay, I'm going in the fetal position.
Entrepreneur.